In this brief video, I hope to just quickly introduce you to the different tools that you can use to collaborate online while you complete your group project. Um, these are the tools that I believe you should have access to. I'm looking at my own account through the student view, so if there are any tools that you see in my screen that are not part of your screen, I apologize. But the first one is collaboration. When you click on that, you're going to get to a window that shows you a virtual classroom or a chat. Now, if you click on what's called office hours here, which is really the chat room, you will get a window that looks like this. Depending on whether you're Mac or PC, you will eventually then get the actual chat room window, which will take a little bit of time to load because I believe it's JavaScript. And here, what you can do is have some live chat sessions with your partner and your team. Um, Returning to the tools, you have file exchange, which when you click on it, what it allows you to do is upload files that you can share with your partner in the project as you're developing, for instance, your PowerPoint. If you choose to do a PowerPoint, you can exchange files here. If you have a shared Excel file you want to work on, you can do that here as well. Now, the group blog is similar to where you've loaded blogs before. Basically, you would have entries. In terms of this project, you might not need to use the blog so much unless you wanted to see what your final entry would look like by just loading a sample. But the blog entry for the final project will be loaded through the course blog. Now, another tool is the group discussion board, which you have used before. And when you click on that, this is what you should see. At this point, you should be working on this final project series of discussions that are going to be where you share information about yourself and information with your partner as you prepare the final project. The group journal is a place where you can keep some information about what's going on. It's very similar to a blog in that you're just keeping date stamped entries. Now, the group tasks is a space where you can create a list of what things you want to accomplish in your group. So you could have a list, one task that is draft the presentation, another task that is edit the presentation and save these. And as you go along, you can then check them off as completed or in progress. The group wiki is a space where you would have open text and some images, and you can collaborate on managing some page content. Again, it's not very relevant to this project per se, because really you're going to be working on your presentation, which might be on Prezi or it might be a PowerPoint slideshow that you're creating or a presentation file. Lastly, the one piece that you should maybe use is send email. When you set up to send email, you can select who you want to email in the group, either the whole group by selecting all the people and sending them over, or you can just email one person in the group that you need to, for instance. Like regular email, you do your subject line, your message. Typically, you get a copy of the email sent to yourself as well. You can attach files if necessary. And these are the basic Blackboard tools. Now, I also want to mention some other tools that you have access to that are just web tools. And these include clouds or file shares, as well as video and chat tools. So let's say that you're a Google person and all the other members in your team are Google people. You can use Google Drive to exchange files if you would like. Some of the functions for editing in these tools are very limited. They're not as extensive as having your own PowerPoint or OpenOffice files to work, software to work on, but they do allow some editing capacities or at least the exchange of the files. SkyDrive is Microsoft's version of document exchange, and they also, even though it is your regular Office software, it actually is very limited in terms of the extent of the ways that you can use the tools. But again, it's a place that you can exchange files. This helps you if you're using your Outlook account. So if you're using your SPS email solely with your partner, you guys have access to a SkyDrive account. Dropbox is a private thing that you can create where you can store files and share folders and files selectively with individuals. Um, Skype, as you know, is a video chat tool, so you could have a Skype meeting with your partner if you needed to. That way, you could talk out in live time what you want to do. The same you can do with Google Chat or use a Hangout session, so you can have a few people working at once or talking at once and exchanging ideas. And if you're a Mac person, you have access to iChat and FaceTime. So these are just some of the tools that you can use to collaborate online together as you work to complete this project. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to reach out. And I want to ensure that all teammates are actually actively engaging with each other, and you have to email or post onto the discussion board so that we can make sure that you move together at the same pace to complete the project.